This is the championship. National Collegiate Rugby brings you Collegiate Rugby Championship 15s weekend, and this is the Division III National Championship. Franciscan University of Steubenville is going to take on Slippery Rock University. Both won big games on Friday to make it to this Division III final. I am John Broker, and I am joined by the contact coach today in Houston, Craig Wilson. What a matchup we have coming.
Oh, absolutely, John. We couldn't have asked for a better matchup. Franciscan versus Slippery Rock. I am very excited for these two teams. They both go at it. They play free-flowing rugby, and it's a perfect day here in Houston for that.
Before we get to the matchup, we'll talk about how they got here. The Barons beat Holy Cross. Craig, talk us through.
Yeah, the Barons, very well-balanced play. Plenty of tries. It was a 44-20 win over Holy Cross. And that's to start keeping an eye on some key players. We've got number 9, Molesky, number 10, Lex Lang. They were excellent in the combination, but it was a good combination between play and power from the forwards, exactly what we're seeing on our screen here, and then moving those ball into the wider channels. It was just a very, very well-balanced play from the Barons. Let's keep an eye on that man there, Nathaniel Bateman at 15. He punches above his weight.
They are now 9-1 after that game, 439 points for, so they know how to put in some tries, do the Barons. Last 5 games for this team. You saw the highlights of them beating Holy Cross. Prior to that, Duke VMI. Slippery Rock in a close one, so they have played already this season, and Hillsdale with a pretty big win. Your lineup for the Franciscan University of Steubenville Barons. Front row, Murray, Rooney, and Learkeys. Second row, King, Learkeys. Schaefer on one flank, Recall on the other. Schmiesing is going to be your number 8. Watch this man, Molesky at number 9. Lang, the freshman, at 10. 12 and 13, Wright and Harris did damage on Friday. Teresa Askoff on the wings, and Bateman at fullback. Slippery Rock had a great game themselves. Craig, the highlights.
Yes, a 29-10 win over New Mexico Tech. And there was a big man at number 8, Cameron Kruziak. He is an absolute powerhouse of a player. But then you've got to look no further than the center partnership of Barnes and O'Shea. And as you can see here, just that combination to move those hands out wide. And then it's that power. And we've already mentioned him at the top of the show, Cameron Kruziak. He is a great play. He gets the team going forward. And it's just another good balance between the Slippery Rock team, between powerful forwards, electric backs, good hand movement. This is why this matchup from Slippery Rock versus Franciscan is going to be fantastic, John.
Slippery Rock points for 38 points against 157, 9-2 after Friday. A little less high flying on the tries from the Barons, but they can right that ship. Last 5 games for the Rock. Beat New Mexico Tech on Friday. Before that, University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire, Xavier, Franciscan. They played in that tight one, and Xavier prior to that. Lineup for Slippery Rock University. In the front row, it's Crawford, Fazio, and Blau. Police and Abdel Latif in the second row. Elick and Harbison on the flank, and Kruzeliak at number 8. Upper Shaw at number 9. Neething switches to 10. Barnes and O'Shea in the centers. Alaman and Gensel on the wings. And Harrington moves from 10 to 15. That's the only change in this team. We are at SaberCat Stadium. On the right there, you see Slippery Rock, and on the left, you see the Franciscan University Barons. These teams are headed out into this great stadium. Division II final coming up later. Division I won by St. Bonaventure University yesterday, 1AA by Tennessee. It is a great weekend of rugby, National Collegiate Rugby, bringing you at NCR.TV. Next level rugby, doing the production for these matchups. We're set to honor our country with the national anthem. Anthems, they are done. It is just about game time. Slippery Rock University, coached by Dennis Walters and Clifton McConnell. Franciscan University of Steubenville, Jason Adams, Gabe Chambley, and Brandon Benevenuti. Craig, big game coming up. I think the battle of the number 9s is going to be interesting. Molesky versus Oppershaw. One kind of guy that directs the whole offense and one really instinctive player.
Things going to go for Slippery Rock. He was moved from fullback to 10, and that is a really big, important play, particularly at the 10 position, John.
While we wait to see those matchups, we're going to go to the third member of our broadcast team, Tyler Deutsch.
Sunday, and we're kicking it off with the Division III National Championship between Slippery Rock and the Franciscan Barons. It is cold, and windy today. That'll definitely play an effect in today's game. Slippery Rock barreled through their opponent, New Mexico Tech, with Cooper Aleman. Keep an eye out for him on the wing, scoring 2 tries in the last game. And the Franciscan Barons have proven that they can score tries as well, putting up 44 points against the 2024 runner-ups, Holy Cross. It is going to be an absolute battle in this conference showdown today. Who will take it home? Only 80 minutes will tell. Guys, let's get it going.
Thank you, Tyler. It was in the 70s on Friday and going to be in the 50s today. There is Andy Cooper, your center referee. He will be joined by assistant referees Justin Hale and Robert Fanning, with the man himself, Miles McIver, as your TMO. Slippery Rock looking to kick. They're going to be in the green and black, running from right to left on your screen in the first half. And in the black is the Franciscan Barons. Whistle has gone. Division III national title on the line. We are just about ready to get underway, and we are underway. Kickoff long into the 22, taken by Treese. Treese tackled, still inside his 22. John Paul Treese. There's Molesky. Across the 22 go the Barons. Has some big runners up there, using them to just clog things up a little. Tackle doesn't quite go how you want. Uppershaw takes that one in there just outside the 22 or Slippery Rock. That ball came out illegally, but not intentionally. Player kicked that one away. So we will see with this wind what Slippery Rock decide to do, Craig.
Scrum option taken.
Yes, as you can see, John, there is a very strong wind. Just as we look back at this play here, you can see the initial double tackle. It looks like just as he was trying to get out of that play, that might have interrupted and interfered to clear out, hence the penalty. And therefore, it's interesting, Slippery Rock have chosen the scrum. This is a statement decision, John.
It certainly is. Uppershaw to put this one in. The senior from Burrell High School, Lower Burrell, Pennsylvania, studying industrial and systems engineering.
You two are grown-ups. You both know how to bind.
You can see Uppershaw, Craig, limping a little bit early in this game. Not a good sign for this team.
Yeah, that's a very, very early worry there for Slippery Rock at number 9. He's such a key player. He's going to try and run this off. He doesn't want to be going off in the first 90 seconds.
Uppershaw. Andy Cooper gets a fist scrum together. Drive coming in from the Barons. They go to the backs. Neathing is at 10.
Good.
Ball into contact, just setting up their structures to get going here as they come back across. Big run coming in from Elick. Elick takes that one. Players from Franciscan right over the top there, and they draw the penalty right away. They were great in this area on Friday, Craig. They're looking to keep up that absolute battle around the breakdown.
100%, John. It was a hallmark of their play. Franciscan is their defensive ruck. They had numbers in and around the ball, trying to jackal, trying to poach it. And Slippery Rock's got to be really careful of that. And as you can see, John, that wind just held up. As we look back at the replay, it is a good initial carry. There's the double tackle. Nice low tackles there. Just as number 10, Lex Lang, comes in. Nice rolling away. Good picture. Oh, that was a really nice turnover just to latch on.
Molesky, first pass of a lineup there, gets it to Lang, the first-year player out of Gregory the Great. Molesky puts good width on that pass, gives his team more room to work in. Pardon me. The ball comes into the center of the field. Molesky looking forward, working the ball back into his hands, has some runners. Gets it there to Peter Rooney from Guerin Catholic from Noblesville, Texas. He started to feature as the game went on as a ball carrier on Friday.
Release Green!
Into contact they go. This time Green's over. Referee Cooper telling them they have to release. Saying he couldn't get that ball. Rooney, a second carry.
Good.
Molesky. A little slow in the middle of the field there, so big Jacob Learkeys takes that one.
Green, no Green! Rock and form, Green. Leave each other alone.
Ball goes in behind a runner, but not fooling this Slippery Rock defense. Referee again, after a first turnover from the Barons, he's telling the Slippery Rock they have to stay away from that ball. But they're going to have to line out Slippery Rock nonetheless in this wind coming in their faces.
Yeah, some really good refereeing there. Nice talking, not going to the whistle, using the communication early about hands off, leave it, you're not on the ball. That is really good refereeing there. Franciscan, you saw him on Friday in the more favorable conditions, were kicking the ball a lot more. That is why you're starting to see them running out. There's a really strong wind in Franciscan's face, and that is going to have a big impact on this game of trying to exit from their own half.
They have taken that ball away at the line out there and gone wide immediately. They're going to try to keep this one in hand as Tanner Harris gets to the 40-meter line. Molesky picks and goes quickly. Good selection of options there as he draws the defenders in. You see about 7 defenders from Slippery Rock in and around that rock. So there may be some room out wider here as the ball gets ripped away. Referee happy. It is Slippery Rock ball and turnover. Big player here in O'Shea. Aiden O'Shea. Set up a couple of tries on Friday. Wonderful day for O'Shea, the senior. Drop that time. The wind might have just caught that one, so we have a knock-on advantage here. Right at the 50-meter line to Franciscan. It will be a scrum for the Barons.
Really enjoying this defense from Franciscan. What you're going to notice, they go for the double tackles, but the first tackler is always low, and then the second tackler goes for the ball, just as we see that skill set there. And that has got into Slippery Rock's mind. They are being met when they're running off 9 with those 2 defenders in their face, one low, one high. We often call it chop and top. And that is just, even though they didn't get the turnover through the tackle that time, it was just their presence what allowed that to happen.
Big drive in from Slippery Rock, but Molesky gets it away to Lang. They've run this play a bit on Friday. See if Slippery Rock picks up on this. Into contact they go. Molesky comes out the same direction. Looking wide, ball bounces, rolls in a touch. You know the line out here for Slippery Rock, misconnection in the wind.
Yeah, it's very difficult to be moving that ball 10 yards or so with just the wind, what's happening for both teams. And it was a good rush defense initially. There was space there, but that just wasn't quite accurate enough. It just died down in that wind. It didn't flow like it normally would. These conditions are going to play havoc. It's what team is going to control it the most. Good decision from the line-out.
Yeah, good tactic there, right to the front. Ryan Crawford. Now they get that one out to the danger runner. He does not like to go to ground, does Kruzeliak. Gets that ball clean. Here comes the offense from Slippery Rock to Neathing. At 10, as we said, 10-15 switch, the only major change in this team. They go wide, get it into the hands of the wing. Slippery Rock was a 2024 CRC Sevens champion. Looking for a 15s title. Muscling the way upfield, there is Crawford from Moon Township, Pennsylvania. He's a safety management major. Ball up there to Roman Police.
Never got on the ball.
Back they come. They're going to go to the boot. They do have that swirling wind at their back. Well caught there by Treese. He puts it to the boot. Does he find some open ground? He finds number 11 there, Cooper Alamon. 2 tries to his name on Friday. Back they come. Pershaw looks like he's okay there as Neathing comes around. A couple of the players there. Schmeezing coming in and over, but not able to rip that ball away. Looking to force it there is big Jacob Learkeys, but Abershaw's going to take off to the right-hand side. Turns that one over into the hands of Christopher Askoff. Askoff gets his knee to the ground, so it is a ruck. They're going to win the ball. Molesky. Just a little short one there. Gets it to Rooney. Rooney make some ground. Had a good battle with his opposing number 2 on Friday. Looking to get some big runs in today. Learkeys. Now they go wider. Holding on to the ball there is Lex Lang. Molesky comes back. Left-hand side again. Ball taken in by Paul Learkeys. Runners just queuing up here. Not asking a ton of spacing questions of this defense at the moment as they come a little bit wider this time. Learkeys hangs on to that one. Gets a couple of steps, looks to offload, but they're right at the 50-meter line. Penalty this time for Slippery Rock against the Barons. It's going to be a penalty for them right at midfield.
You have to say that was really good defense from Slippery Rock. Franciscan was throwing everything at them. They were mixing the game, playing off 9, playing off 10, moving it to the width. And that's a really good kick. And just as we look back at this replay here, it was initially a big, strong carry, but that's where the disconnect came in. And just look at that turnover, keeping the big man, keeping his weight on his feet, staying in the jackal, got his team a penalty. And that was really great reward from some excellent defense from Slippery Rock, because Franciscan were asking a lot of questions with the ball movement they were putting into their attack.
Slippery Rock with the line out. Taking that one safely. Tough windy day. Plus a good defensive line out from the Barons can make that a big difference there. They move the ball wide. Police takes that one to a first-year player out of Oakdale, Pennsylvania. Went to West Allegheny High School. Right-hand side they come. Good work there from Aiden O'Shea to recognize outside space was closing down. So he works his way to the 5-meter line. Player wriggling away there for the Barons as they come out a little wider. Into John Elick's hands. Elick, a first-year player as well, Cherry Tree, Pennsylvania. Up to another first-year, Brian Crawford. 3 first-year players in this starting forward pack in a national championship game. Exactly what you want for the coaching staff. Dennis Walters. Lucky McConnell will be happy with that. Pick and go. There was the line. Can't quite get there. Who's there now? It is Kruzeliak on the spot. Touches down for 5, and that man is unstoppable when he sees space. Just spotted that seam and right through it. Great work from the senior from Imperial, Pennsylvania.
Well, you're not going to stop Kruzeliak from there, but it came from wonderful attack and shape. It came off the line out, just moving the ball into the midfield. Their danger man, Aiden O'Shea, he was heavily involved in making that initial line break. That got Slippery Rock into this position. Some good, powerful carrying. There's some strong defense there. Just as you thought he was going to make the line, Kruzeliak, he is not going to be stopped. He was sniffing that line for a while. He was ready to go. He was just in a strong position. Look, he wants the ball. He gets his shoulders below his opposite man who rides away, reaches out. Oh, that is a wonderful try there from Slippery Rock, and well deserved.
Tanner Harris, one of the centers, was on the other side of that post there, so it couldn't get around. The kick is no good on this windy day, but they do have 5 points. So great work there by Kruzeliak to put his team up 5 in this national championship matchup.
John, I'm wondering how much those missed 2 points just may be crucial. Because remember, Slippery Rock have the win, but one thing I was really impressed with the Franciscan team is their fitness was incredible. Now, if they've got the wind in the second half and even got the win or a slight deficit, that could be impactful, those 2 points.
Strike him out!
And the wind in general as well. They talk about how many points a wind holds. If it's at the back of Franciscan in the second half, it's a tight game. They can play the territory just a bit more. Upper Shaw goes to the back. Long kick here. Inside the 22, but knocked backwards off the hands of the Barons. So they are going to play on here. Upper Shaw did that go forward. Referee seems to be happy with it. Chase Neathing takes a hold of that one. Upper Shaw digs it out.
So the wind is a disaster. Knock on.
Referee coming to the wind, getting his instructions, his communications a little bit with his assistant referees, but it was a knock on there. Looked like Upper Shaw, so it's going to go back to be a scrum for the Franciscan Barons.
That's why we have the assistant referees. This is a team. It wasn't the knock-on, just as we look back at this play there. Just knocked forward. That's probably enough of a miscommunication that's going to be given a knock-on. It was certainly tight, but I think the right decision was made in the end. And this is the first chance this Franciscan team has had to spend a little bit of time in Slippery Rock's half.
Schmeezing off the back. Find some room, hands off one player. In they go to Learkeys. Jacob Learkeys doesn't make too much ground. Safely recycles that ball from Molesky. Molesky to the left. Lex Lang puts out a wide one. They've got some runners. They're going to cut it back in. Do they still have an overload outside? Molesky keeps an eye out on it as the Slippery Rock players are driving over it. Franciscan has to pick that one up, but I thought that might be the case. Illegally so at offsides.
You never came back round. You never came back round through the gate.
Yeah, clear communication from the referee. It didn't look right, did it, John? It was a good initial counter ruck, but you have to re-enter the ruck from your own side. Oh, he hasn't made touch, so the game continues.
And they're on the move. They're at the 40-meter line there. Askoff has a hold of that one. Green trying to dig that one away. Green being Slippery Rock. Rooney again. Lang. Good left-handed pass. Gets it to Learkeys. He's to put a little toe to it to stop it up there. He gets it to Schmeezing. A little offload. Schmeezing fights his way across the 40-meter line. Molesky, you can see him just before he gets to all of these contact areas. He's really looking at what's around him there. Great vision as the ball comes back into the hands of Zachary Harrington. Played 10 on Friday, playing 15 today. That positional switch looks like it may be paying off right here as he gets about 15 meters just outside the 40-meter line of the Barons. Uppershaw. Crawford out the back. Player has pressure on him, just a little bit isolated. Back and forth it goes, winds up in the hands of Tanner Harris. Up the wing goes Askoff. Does he have the gas? He does not, but he's inside the 22. Quickly they come. Have to pick it up the back. Again, that is Tanner Harris. Tanner Harris, a theology major at Franciscan University. Gets that one going, but it gets ripped back by Green. Slippery Rock takes that one away.
Let's go, Rock!
Good work inside their own 22. But penalized now, not releasing players, questioning Andy Cooper, but Andy Cooper quite rightly there as Molesky is going to set up a play, Craig.
Yeah, this breakdown is absolutely fierce right now. It looks like they're going to tap and go just as we look back on it. Once again, it's those double tackles. It's men around the ball, and they're tapping and going and playing.
Slippery Rock has scored from tight quarters like this. Franciscan University looking to return the favor. Big pickup there from Sam King. Sam King, sophomore from Ypsilanti. Little roll, they're at the line. Can they get it over? It's short. Referee Cooper right on the spot there, trying to push that one forward. Is William Schaefer, and they're over the line. 5 points awarded. It is a try for Franciscan. They have tied it up at 5 with kick to come.
Franciscan there giving Slippery Rock a piece of her own medicine, punching it in. It was very controlled work from the forwards. They were just there in numbers. They were working together as units. It was often 2 ball carriers versus 1 or 2 attackers versus 1, just as we see here. Look at that try line awareness. That was a fantastic reach under a lot of pressure. There's a lot of skill in that because one touch of a ball from any body part and that would be a knock on. So that was just such good vision to get over and get his team an absolutely crucial 5 points, which came off the back of some extremely strong defense, and it's tied the game up with a kick to come.
It was Abraham Schmeezing, the junior from Sydney, Arizona. Went to Gregory the Great Academy, one of many people on this team that did. Ball swirls in the wind, but referees are happy with it. It is hit from Nathaniel Bateman, so 7-5 lead change. Franciscan ahead of Slippery Rock.
Franciscan are going to be happy with that. If we cast our mind back to Friday, they were very poor with their conversions. I think they missed all but one, but they put it right in this game, particularly in the championship game, the final, Division 3 final with hardware on the line. Every single point is crucial. And again, this win, we've mentioned it before, we will mention it again. You've just got to take those points when they're on offer.
Slippery Rock puts this one up in the air. Winds up in the hands of John Paul Treese. Treese about 30 meters out. Referee telling Slippery Rock to release that ball. Little pick there from Rooney. Molesky has some runners. Big Jacob Learkeys gets driven across field. Back they go. It went back inside the 22, so they can't kick it directly in a touch. They keep it out high in the wind there. Ball goes. That one's going to slip in a touch. There'll be a line out here for the Franciscan University Barons off just a little mistake there.
Yeah, it was a nice exit, but what I loved about that, the kick chase was on point. There was 2 or 3 players there, so it's not all about the kick. You can see it's hanging up in this wind, but as he catches the ball, there's a nice connected Franciscan line there. That applies pressure to the ball carrier, and then there's a turnover.
Oppershaw gets it to Crawford. Crawford. Ball back just inside the halfway. They're going to look to the wind here for that cross kick. Player cannot mark it because he's outside the 22, but Askoff does a great job working his way forward there, making a bit of ground, getting his support in line. Molesky. Lang in the middle of the field, the Learkey, Schmeezing. Those two have been connecting well there. Schmeezing the try scorer for this Franciscan Barons team. Molesky gets it out to that right-hand side. He's going to slip it back into Bateman. He's pretty well tackled just outside the 22. Pick and go from Learkey. You saw him look for a little offload there. Got that ball in his hand, but it didn't materialize, so the big man takes it into contact. Will work either way, but that will be a knock-on. Should be a knock-on here in a Slippery Rock scrum, but we have a man down.
You just go for me. You just go. Miles, this is the first breaking play we've had since the kick and the potential follow-through afterwards. I wanted to potentially ask you to have a look at it. I think the player's going to block the kick. I didn't see significant contact. Can we go back and have a look at it? I'll come and talk to you.
Andy Cooper talking to TMO Miles McIver.
Charge it down. I didn't see significant contact, but I'd love it if we could have a quick look at it. Can we have a quick look at it? Thank you. 10. I was already planning to go and have a look at it, okay? Just let me do it. Let's do our job. Let's do our job. In a moment.
Chase Neathing from Evans City, Pennsylvania, talking to referee Cooper, and they're going to take a look at this for foul play with the TMO. As I said, Miles McIver taking that role at the moment. Craig, what do you think?
Just looking back at these pictures here, it looks like there was a genuine opportunity to clear down. Did he connect him in the face with that swinging left arm? Is it accidental? Does he know what's going on? This is going to be an interesting one here, John. Just that follow through with that left arm from Lang. Now we've got
contact
to judge
here, but
yeah, there might be contact. We've got to. Is there
it's
anything
with his
in
behind, though?
Yeah.
It's not with an arm.
No, maybe it's not that left arm. It's the yes, his rear end.
His
shall we say?
backside.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Coming off here for Franciscan. We'll try to get that number for you.
It's
Looks
10,
like
black
Asco
10.
there, was it?
Miles, I can't hear you, mate. I can't hear you. You've gone off. Hold. You can hear.
Just disciplinary only.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I wouldn't know them. That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. Yeah. Great. Do you know where the kick landed? Because I've got the option. We've got the mark where the kick landed. Okay. Captain! Captain! Very quickly.
TMO's made his decision. Let Andy Cooper talk to the captains here. We'll see what the final decision will be.
To jump for the ball, but it is a penalty because we caught him in the face. Okay, it's a penalty only. You have the option of the penalty either where you kicked it or where it landed. It landed where it landed. Okay, well, we start with a penalty there. Thank you.
So it'll be a penalty here for Slippery Rock off of that contact there. Nothing in it, not terribly intentional. So it'll be a penalty here for Slippery Rock, who trail by 2 points halfway through this first half. National Collegiate Rugby's D3 Championship matchup here between Franciscan University of Steubenville Barons and the Slippery Rock University, The Rock.
So we eventually got to the decision. Awesome use of the TMO here at this championship weekend, brought to you by Next Level Rugby and their footage. As we said, it was foul play. There was nothing in it, but I think the penalty is the right call. And here we are. Slippery Rock has got some wonderful field position. And just looking at that scrum hat, it looks like it might be Christopher Asco coming off there for Franciscan, John.
Could be. They're going to have to make a change here. We'll hope the best for that player. Slippery Rock nearly misses that one, Abdel Latif, but they come down with it. Oppershaw gets it to the back to Neething. Neething switches back in to Nick Fazio. Nick Fazio with the contact. It was Askoff indeed that is replaced there, Craig. Good call. Oppershaw looking down to his right here. There were some runners out wide, but they're going to hang on to that one. Big run coming there. Police takes it in. Pick and go. Still alive, being held up by Learkeys. This could be held up, and it most likely will be. Indeed it was. Great work there from Jacob Learkeys defensively. So goal line drop out here for the Barons.
Some nice power running, but I would not fancy taking this goal line dropout, John, into this win. I can't imagine this is going to go particularly fast. So Slippery Rock are going to have the opportunity to keep applying pressure and maybe get some of that play back on. Yep, didn't go far at all.
Yeah, as you said, it swirled there. Comes into Oppershaw's hand, so the distributor's in contact. Gonna have to figure out who's gonna go. Aiden O'Shea happy to stand up there. Little tip pass from the freshman Crawford. Gets it into Harbison's hands. Now they come wide to Neething. Harrington. Harrington looking for some space. Nearly there. Referee telling Franciscan they have to release. Go back in the other direction. Abdel Latif. He's got a player in and over of them, latched on, but they get that ball away. Crawford again, looking for the line. Driven back by the Barons defense, but threatening for more points here are Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock. You just wonder where Kruzeliak is currently hiding. Ball comes back to Fazio. Fazio. Back towards the defense, so it draws Franciscan back in that direction. Oppershaw goes a little wider this time, looking for somebody to get to is Neething. Neething has to take it in on his own. Getting that ball to the back. Forward still there. Queuing up, that's Caden Blau. Oppershaw gets the ball out to O'Shea. O'Shea dances through a couple, gets that ball up to Kruzeliak, but he's got company when he catches it, so can only take that one to ground, does so safely. Got some runners there. Again, it's Abdel Latif. A power game on here. Oppershaw gets it quick. Crawford holds it, bumps one, bumps another. He's at the 5-meter line, gets himself to the ground. Can they go a little wider? Is the space there? Looking for it, going wide. Ball bounces. Looks like it went forward. Hard luck there for Slippery Rock. Scrum for the Barons.
Oh, that was a big opportunity, John. They had worked the edge. That space was there. O'Shea delivered a wonderful ball. It just couldn't be held onto, just as we look back at the replay. So they went down the middle. Now they just give that ball out to the wider challenge. You felt there was a bit of space. Oh, that was unfortunate there for Slippery Rock. Alaman, he got a couple of tries on Friday. He wished that one back again. But just in that whole play, Franciscan, I just want to highlight number 4, Sam King. His tackling has been absolutely outstanding. He's been getting off the line. He's been making low tackles and really frustrating the Slippery Rock attackers.
Ball in there. Referee Cooper is going to award a free kick here. Early engage against Slippery Rock. Good result there for the Barons. Molesky with the wind against him. Can only get it so far, but does a good job. So it'll be a Slippery Rock line out just inside the 40-meter line of the Franciscan University Barons.
Yeah, so from the free kick, it is going to be the Slippery Rock ball. It's going to be tough to get out there, but what this does allow from the Franciscan is to apply a bit of defensive pressure. It's not an easy line-out day. So although the ball didn't go particularly far, they have given themselves an opportunity to compete at this ball just a little bit further down the field.
Crawford is a solid lineup. First-year player, plays as a loose head prop and doing the throw-in duties at the lineouts here. Back to the left. Little step there from Elick. Oppershaw. Abdelatif. Players from Slippery Rock shading back in towards the contact area as that one bounces just a bit into the hands of Aiden O'Shea. Aiden O'Shea, senior from Seneca Valley High School. Oppershaw under pressure, but gets a hold of that ball, gets it back to Crawford. They're inside their own half. Pressure defense coming on here. They're right at the 50-meter line. Oppershaw gets it back. That's a little slip there from Harrington. Knocked it on to be a scrum at the 40-meter line of Slippery Rock for the Franciscan Barons.
I've been so impressed with Franciscan's defense, particularly off 9. They're organized. They're getting off the line. They're putting pressure on. And that's, as Slippery Rock now have felt that pressure. They've started to go a little bit deeper in their attack. That puts a bit more of a premium on your accuracy in the pass, particularly into this win. And it's just that accumulation of pressure that the Franciscans putting in. But that's just keep an eye. He's got the scrum hat on. Number 4, Sam King, Franciscan. His tackling has been immense. And it's not only one-off. It's been repeat efforts after repeat efforts. And that's what allowed his team to put on this defensive pressure.
Solid ball. Leski gets it to Lang. Lang comes cross field. We've seen this run before. He moves that one out to Tanner Harris. Trying to rip that one away was Cooper Alaman, but couldn't get a hold of it. Good work. Here comes Lierkies. Lierkies to the ground eventually. Zeliak trying to get in there. Hold.
Release Green.
Ball coming across there. Knocked on. Was it intentional? Referee allowed blast. As we get a look at that ball. That's the Gilbert Anova ball. Gilbert proudly working with National Collegiate Rugby. That ball was used at the Rugby World Cup.
We might be staring down a yellow card here, John. Let's let the referees have a chat.
Is it?
We have a line break on. We've got a 3-on-2 line break. We're too far out for anything silly, but we are at yellow card then. Thank you very much. Great. 7 green to the line break. Off you go. Intentional knock on.
That's a tough one.
Number 3's calling them. They're driving straight on them.
Okay, we'll keep looking. We'll keep looking at the scrum. They've been generally happy.
So we eventually get the yellow card. You cannot leave your feet like that and slap it down with one hand, particularly if that ball had stuck. There was a line break in play there. So I think a yellow card's a very fair result. Just as we look here, it is a beautiful pass. It is enticing for the defender. You just can't go with one hand like that. No chance of catching that ball. Easy decision for the referees.
10 minutes in the bin there for Harbison. Let's see if the Barons can take advantage of this. Already up by 2 points. They send a runner directly in. Just getting that one going. Slowing down for a second. Unusually there's Molesky. Ball caught behind the line. It goes over Treese, but still alive for the Barons. Schmiesing and Lierkies working together and put another runner into some space. Molesky goes with a short pass.
Rolling quick. That ball's available to you.
Down the left-hand side they go. This is where they've lost a defender.
No, Green, you're not
In
allowed.
quickly is Slippery Rock Kruzeliak, but referee Cooper tells him he's lost his body weight, has to move that one. Here they come through Rooney, the Barons. Lierkies Playing in that first receiver rollout, and there in the midfield has Schmeezing with him as an absolute threat runner. Molesky comes back. Holding on to himself this time is Lex Lang. Lang trying to get his body to the ground and does.
Ball's available.
Down to the left. This time a little tip pass from Learkey. We're going to come back for a high penalty against Slippery Rock. Things working well as we hit about 10 minutes to go in this half for the Franciscan University Barons.
Some nice shape on the ball from Franciscan again, moving around. Just having a look at Lex Lang at number 10. He's getting a little bit lateral right now. He's going across the field. He's looking for these dummy switches just to bring his runners into the play. I just feel if he can straighten up on his own, he is going to be dangerous. Just as we look back at there, the tackle rides slightly high. It's more forearm to the shoulder, head. Again, nothing too dangerous in that, but it's certainly a penalty. And then that gives Franciscan some good territory to launch from their line out.
Ball comes in there from Breakall doing the throwing duties in the middle of the field. Rooney is strong out here. Takes it into contact. Room down to the left-hand side. Molesky pass in behind. Will some space open up? Can they cover this one-player advantage? Slippery Rock. Rooney. Pot of runners here. Schmeezing. Shows one side, goes the other. Pops ball over the top there to Learkey. Learkey knocks off the first couple. Eventually to the ground. Lang in behind. Little pop pass there to Bateman.
Good.
Molesky. It's a little slower as the players get their structures back together. Lang takes it in again.
He's not in your way. You've chosen to walk into him.
Bateman in the first receiver position. Rooney. Strong tackles coming in from Slippery Rock here. Making the tackles they need to against this Barons team.
Good play, I'm not going your way.
Looking a bit of room there. Paul Learkey. But ripped away there by Kruzeliak. Gets away from one. He stumbles. Takes a somersault back on his feet, but now he's to the ground. Slippery Rock, short-handed, but ball in hand. Get the ball to Caden Blau. Caden Blau, senior from Ashland, Ohio. Now to the freshman front rower, Brian Crawford.
No, Brett, no, you played that role.
To the air they go again. They have the win for the next 10 minutes. It swirls. Good work there. Molesky calls for Treese calls for the free kick. And John Paul Treese will get exactly that. So free kick for the Barons. Just about 7.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, nice work there from Treese, just diffusing the situation. Slippery Rock have decided to go to the boot because they felt they're not getting around this defense as Molesky tries to wind this kick up. Oh, it's tough out there trying to exit. It's probably given Slippery Rock an idea of what's going to come as they play quickly, and they're going, John.
They go quick. Harrington has a hold of it. Harrington has a runner. Runner has a couple players to beat. Cooper Alamon can't find the room there. Schmeezing in his way. Off they come to the right. Four-player pod there. As they go in behind. Wide they are. There's a runner on the outside. Kruzeliak puts that pass in, gets that runner the ball. Now it's to come in and clean that one up. As it's Gensel that takes that one in. Little pass up there to Crawford. Crawford tip passes working well for this Slippery Rock team among the forwards. Just gets that open space. Ball to Elick. Elick.
Right, release the ball, Brad. The ruck is formed.
Ruck is formed according to the referees. They have to take that one down. Ball to Fazio. Fazio gets to the 5-meter line. Clean ball. Pass out there in the hands of Neething. Through the middle they go. Looking for this one is O'Shea. O'Shea at the line. Doesn't want to get held up here, so may want to go to the ground. Pick and go. Looking for points in this half. Retake the lead on offer for Slippery Rock. At the line they are. Caden Blau can't get there. That one's a try. Right in and over. We'll get that number for you. Great work there from the Slippery Rock. The Rock touches one down. Good work as they retake the lead 10-7. Kick to come.
Check it for me, Miles.
Oh, and you have to say, once Slippery Rock have got into the 5-meter area, they have been devastating. They have to work for it, but that was just brilliant play once again. And first time they've got Aidan O'Shea on the ball, and even though he's a smaller man, he's just finding those slight holes to get in, and that allows the big boys who are in and around the try line. Just as we look back at these great pictures here, you got to say Franciscan, for the first time, they just switched off. They've got themselves 2 upright. They've normally been much lower than that, and it's a good try with this important kick to come.
And that kick looks true, so they go to 12-7, 5 points in it. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half, and still with the wind at their back and short-handed, Slippery Rock puts in 7 points.
And you mentioned it in play-by-play, John. The tip passes are starting to work really well for Slippery Rock. Because Franciscan are trying to put double tackles onto the ball carrier, that means there's a little edge of space, just a small pass away. You sometimes call it a tip or a hip ball, and that's where Slippery Rock are starting to find a few little edges trying to commit those 2v1s.
Using that win wisely, launching the ball downfield. Bateman having a return. Bateman shows and keeps a hold of that ball, puts it out to the wing. Bit of fancy stuff there, but it works. They're at the 40-meter line on Slippery Rock. That one slipped, pouncing on it, going right away is Police. Can they get more points before this half ends? Slippery Rock before they lose the win. We're going to come back. Nothing happening there. It will be a scrum for Slippery Rock.
A good outcome in the end for Slippery Rock. It was a long kick, just as you thought. Bateman, with his little bit of trickery, the old show and go with the kick. Slippery Rock did recover well. They put numbers in that tackle area. They forced a knock on. Just it sounds like the yellow card is getting ready to come back on in a few minutes. This crowd is getting excited because they know how tight this game is. And you just feel from Slippery Rock point of view, they just need maybe one more try, John, just to get that little bit more of a buffer going against this wind in the second half.
Pressure coming on from the Barons. Ball to back there. We're going to come back penalty against the Barons.
Your feet have come out from under you.
As it looks like Learkey's feet have come out from under him. Accounting and business management major.
No.
It was a dominant push at the scrum, but just there, say number 3, was it Learkey's, just wasn't holding on to his way. As they got that initial, as we look at the left-hand side of the scrum here, just putting on that lot of pressure. Just as they were going, the referee's saying he got too long. What he means by that, his shoulders got way in front of his feet. He brings it down. And there's the penalty.
Yeah, you can just see his feet come flying up there at the very end of that replay.
Yes, I know.
Opportunity here for Slippery Rock. 2 minutes to go in the first half. They're going to look for more points on the board. That one is a free kick, not numbered up. We're the Franciscan Barons, so even better for this team.
I was happy with those numbers. I was happy. Let's go. No,
Molesky has a bit of a complaint. The referee says, let's play a bit of rugby. It's a free kick here, so Uppershaw has it. Minute and a half on the game clock. Look to go to one of the big guys, and they do. Brian Crawford, the first-year player, has made ground all the time. Gets that one back for Uppershaw. Up in the hands of Elick. He was in the try zone just a couple of minutes ago. Uppershaw looks to the kick, going daring here. Bateman has it. Going to get nearly tackled inside his own 22, but able to get that one away. They wanted to keep the one in hand, Slippery Rock, but they have another opportunity here. Little chip over there, goes into the hands of Schmeezing. Schmeezing dances by 1, dances by 2. Schmeezing, a little offload there into the hands of John Paul Treese. John Paul Treese near the touchline, but keeps the ball in for Schmeezing. Can Franciscan have the final say here as they go wide? Do they have the numbers out there? Nice break. Tanner Harris, we're going to come back. Maybe. Free, maybe, sorry. High tackle here.
Yeah. Miles, for me, he's up right. 1 to me. For me, he's upright. And I think we've got, hold a minute. And I think we've got foul play. Can we have a look at that, please?
So they're looking at, was it a high tackle? And they're probably looking at the level of mitigation. It looks like the shoulder from Slippery Rock just hits the top of the shoulder there for Franciscan. Now it's probably going to come down to mitigation, John. It is very tight. I think probably a penalty at max, to be honest, John.
Yeah, I would look at a penalty there. Because he does come down there, and it's shoulder to shoulder, a little higher on the shoulder. Don't see anything to the head.
No, I'm with you there. You can definitely see there is shoulder contact. I just think it's physics. It's just bigger body mass knocks the player over. There's a clear wrap.
Poor Tanner Harris gets hit by a fellow that size. You're talking, 6'2", 255 on 5'10".
Cheers, mate. Penalty only, back you go.
There we go. Penalty only. The contact coach is correct. CMO Miles McIver knows his laws.
No, it's not that way. That would have been stopped, yeah.
Referee says it's been stopped, so not last play, so Learkes is going to take it up to the 40-meter line.
Good.
One of their go-to runners, always making ground, Learkes. Defense just sitting back a little bit as Rooney runs into them. I would want the line a little harder, this Slippery Rock team. It's going back to Learkes.
Release green, good. Release off the ball, good.
Molesky. Learkes.
Run up! John, run up on it! Let's go!
Molesky. Lang holds on to that one, tries to get the offload away, not happening, but they're working their way forward, are the Barons. Just outside the 22, Rooney has it. Ball spills out of his hands, but the referee says that's fine. Learkes tucks that one and goes. Molesky looking for room, gets it to Bateman. Bateman gets it to John Paul Treese. Treese taken down just outside the 22. We are in the red. First half technically over. As we know, you can play on for a little bit from that 40-meter mark. Ball comes down to the left. Lang looks for it. Lang finds it. Lang goes again. Lang has people coming on him. And the first-year player is going to touch it down. The Gregory the Great Academy grad, velocity major, touches down 5 points right at the death of the first half. Just what Franciscan needs before they turn and have the wind at their backs.
Mentioned it earlier, John. I felt that's exactly what Lex Lang needed to be doing. Earlier in the game, he was going a little bit lateral, but that time he decided to put the foot down. It was initially that left foot step, and my word, he had a lot of work to do. And he was racing through, beat 2-3 defenders to get through, but really impressive from that young man just to switch up his game. For the first time in this half, he put his foot down there, just a slight little angled run, and then that left foot step, and he had enough to power past the last 2 defenders and get an oh so important score under the post. They add the extra 2. That is a significant end to the half for Franciscan.
You can look at how excited these players are, checking themselves out on the big screen here at Houston SaberCat Stadium. They lead going into halftime. Great work for the Barons to end that one off as well as you possibly can. We're going to go down to Tyler Doyle before halftime. He has the Slippery Rock coach.
Here on the Slippery Rock sideline, Coach, you had the lead there just until the very end. What are you going to do to swing the momentum back in your favor?
It's going to be tough the second half. We have the wind's going to be in our face, and we just have to play kind of rock rugby. I mean, Franciscan's good. We know they're good. We've played them twice, but we have to keep the ball in hand and not make any mistakes, quite honestly.
As far as discipline is concerned, you had the yellow card and some unfortunate calls against your team. What are you going to do to clean up the discipline on that end?
Yeah, I hate to take away their aggression, but it's a tough yellow card. Not much you can do. Just keep playing hard and hopefully don't make those mistakes.
Some great physical rugby, Coach. We appreciate it. Look forward to the second half. Best of luck.
Thank you, Tyler.
All right, guys. Second half of Division III National Championship coming up next.
Consistency on 3. 1, 2, 3.
In a sport of power and precision, you need a powerful and precise camera. Analyze your game. Build your team. Grow together.
Ready? Up.
Video captures moments. A powerful camera for a powerful sport.
Rugby! Hello and welcome back to the College Rugby Show. The fall season is upon us. We have a brand new division, now 4 men's divisions, 4 women's divisions. We've had that in 7s. We're going to be coming to you once every other week here in this video podcast form.
I'm excited for a season of telling college rugby's best stories.
We deserve to be here. We're going to keep, representing.
That was, to me, the biggest testament for the future of the game.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Division III National Championship. I'm here on the Franciscan sideline. We are really looking forward to the second half of this game. You guys were able to take the lead going into the half. What did you tell your guys in the huddle there?
Just got to keep doing the basics perfect. That's what's going to win this game. Got to minimize stupid penalties and got to just keep our heads in the game.
And as far as injuries are concerned, I think we saw a winger come out. Is it going to change the roster at all here in the second half?
No, we're a deep team. We can go 8 deep if we need to.
Awesome, Coach. We really look forward to an action-packed second half. Best of luck. All right, guys, let's get the second half underway, the Division III National Championship.
Thank you, Tyler. We are underway. It is the Franciscan Barons with a 2-point lead, kicking off to Slippery Rock. John Broker here with Craig Wilson, the contact coach.
Release it on the body, not the ball.
Ball out, Slippery Rock. Down by 2. How much is this wind worth? Slippery Rock not taking full advantage of it in the first half. playing havoc on both teams. Little run out wide, come back in, nothing happening. Well read there by the Franciscan defense. A little wider they come. Defense strong here for the Barons right now, early in the second half. We'll talk about how these coaches may want to play this with the contact coach. You'll get his expertise as players are in and over, but not able to rip that one away is Dominic Recall.
You would have been good if your forward moved.
Big Brian Crawford tries to get a hand free, goes to the ground. Ball alive there, upper shawl. Running back in is Fazio, winds up in just about the same place. Go again from their own 22. Wind against them this point. If that carries in, it will come all the way back, and indeed it does.
So Franciscans started off with their positive defense, much like they did in that first half. This time it's Slippery Rock who are going to have to run the ball out from their own half. Just look at the assistant referee's flag. It is whipping down there, and it's in favor of Franciscan now. These lineouts are tough, but just a great defensive stand there. I've said his name a few times now for Franciscan. Number 4, Sam King. His tackling has been fantastic, and he's earned his team some field position.
At the 22 are the Barons. Molesky. Lang scored that late try, but it winds up in the hands of his opposite number, Neething, right now. Neething gets just about to the 40-meter line, not held, gets back up, scurries, upper shawl. Looking for some runners, finding them, Slippery Rock. Can they work this ball down? Field. Big possession half for them if they can make it work. Down by 2 at the moment. Wider they go. Hold the ball. Into that wider space they go. That is Zachary Harrington. Harrington. Just inside the 50-meter line. Upper shawl. Has a waiting forward. Abdel Latif. Right to the 50-meter line again. Upper shawl. Looking for his runners. Chance for the tip passes there at the moment. Players trying to come in and around from the Barons. They're hanging on to this one, our Slippery Rock. Looking for those spaces in between, looking for the offload. Gets it out a little wider, but is that player just caught up? That is the big man, Kruzeliak, dragging him towards touch. But not successfully getting him in there are the Franciscan Barons. Penalty, however, for Franciscan, not releasing at the contact area there. So it'll be a turnover here. Wind at their back. See a bit of a smile there from Molesky. We're going to push this one downfield.
Yes, John, a lot of effort, but not a whole heap of reward there from Slippery Rock, and that's just going to be the tale of this next 35 minutes or so. Just as we look back here, once again, it's that low tackle technique. And because it's a low tackle technique, it allows for the jackal opportunity. That is absolutely textbook play there from trying to force turnovers. And as someone who enjoys contact as much as myself, that is beautiful to see.
Players up and down here. Ball goes in, a little bit messy, winds up in Slippery Rock's hands. Ball to Crawford. The first-year player always gets his hands there, gets his hands free, but can't work that one. Low kind of driving kick, goes in behind Bateman. Bateman, roll that one. It's going to come back to Slippery Rock. Bateman up on defense. To the wing they go. Ball slips, knocked forward. It's going to be a scrum here for the Franciscan University Barons. And Craig, just a reminder, these players are playing for the Cohen Cup, named after Steve Cohen, the founder of NCR.
Yes, a lot of credit goes to Steve Cohen. He has built something truly beautiful right now. Yeah, the Cohen Cup is well deserved.
And you see that ball. Today's match is being played with the Gilbert and Novo rugby ball, the same ball used at the Rugby World Cup of the Six Nations. Trusted for elite level grip and flight. If you like what you see, you can get yours at worldrugbyshop.com.
Yeah, it's a beautiful ball. Playing for a beautiful cup. This is a great day out. A perfect ending to the D3 season, John.
Cohen Cup on offer. Ball comes back here to the Barons. Molesky comes across. Molesky, quick ball there. Always knows how to change the tempo of a game. Just so impressed as that one comes wide. A little bit tough there for Lacey to handle. Running inside, Rooney again. The Guerin Catholic grad. Learkeys, a little bit sideways run there, but draws in a couple defenders, knocks off one, knocks off a second, takes 3 or 4 to bring him down. Penalty here.
Thank you. Over there, Black.
Time off here.
Over there, Green. Sorry, Rob, the wind's a nightmare, mate.
The referee and assistant referee will confer here.
Yes, I haven't seen anything.
So I had 20 black.
Yeah.
Taking 12 green past 1 metre beyond the ruck.
Yeah.
Penalty kick only.
So give me one rock.
Over here.
20 black.
20 black taking 12 green. More than
Thank
1
you.
metre past the ruck.
Captain! Captains! We've got 20 black taking green more than 1 metre past the ruck. It's going to be a penalty against 20 black. It's going to be a green penalty here. Can't continue after the ruck. Got to finish, okay? Thank you very much. Green penalty here, yeah? Cheers, mate.
Friendly shake there between the captains, Craig, but a penalty here for Slippery Rock.
So what they're saying here is when you are clearing out, you cannot ever see number 20 just continuing to drive off the ball. Now that is a very cheeky tactic because it keeps a defender out of a game. You'll see it throughout the whole weekend, the whole season, but the referee was right on point that time, or the assistant referee, just to call it. You just can't take him down beyond 1 metre pass. Just great camera angle here. It just takes him out. Nothing really in it. You see a lot in the game. It'd be interesting to see if they pick up any more in the second half.
Penalty results in the lineout here. Crawford been good with the lineout throws all day in the win there. That one gets caught up going back to Neathing, so he takes a bit of a route. Sees Jacob Learkeys in front of him, thinks better of it, steps to his left. He's tackled by a much smaller man as the ball comes here, driven to the ground. Slippery Rock, still good. Upper Shaw at the back, has runners out to the left, looking to use this space. Short pass there. Treese nearly made a high tackle there, but thought the better of it and took those hands away. Schmeezing making the tackle here on Slippery Rock. They get the ball back. Uppershaw has some runners. They're at the 22.
Didn't get Black, careful.
Hard to play a territorial kicking game here with this wind for the Slippery Rock team. So they're going to have to work their way downfield, and they're doing that right now methodically. Have to stay away from the turnovers. Franciscan good in that area, as we have seen. Little pass back in, looking for the break, but it's not there for Aiden O'Shea. Ball away here. Passes to the outside, just slips there in the wind. Kruzeliak trying to come get it. Winds up knocking over Molesky, but thinks the better of it, helps him up. Good sportsmanship there. It's going to be a line out here or a scrum for Franciscan. Molesky wants a scrum.
What a battle there. Number 8, Kruzeliak, and then 4, Slippery Rock, and then number 9, Joseph Molesky here. You can get turnovers multiple ways. Just look how he was staying in the passage channel, then drifted when the ball was in the air, and that's when he eventually got the turnover by Molesky. So that is just a good example of defending without making a turnover, without even making a tackle. Just put himself in a really great position, and this Franciscan defense is really stepping up gear. Slippery Rock are finding tough to get out of their own half.
Big drive this time from Slippery Rock, but Schmeezing gets that ball up in his hands quick. Tackle coming in from Harbison, trying to knock it away there. Is Molesky. We'll see what the penalty is.
One hand and pushed it forward. Back you go, back you go. Just a penalty.
Just a penalty for knocking it forward.
Yeah, just as he was trying to get that loop pass it from a good tackle on the offload, just slapping the ball down. You don't often see that when you have your own ball. You get a penalty against you. It's normally when you're going for the others. That looks like a great... Oh, no, not quite. Came back inside here, John.
Yeah, the win, they keep it in field there, so it's going to be ball here, kicked back to Slippery Rock. Zachary Harrington takes that one in. Harrington, the senior from Indiana, Pennsylvania. Another impressive freshman on the field there, and Brian Crawford. Both teams just blessed with some young riches here for the next few years. Schmiesing makes a tackle there on Elick. Ball is sitting free out the back there, so fine to go. Paul Learkeys takes it. Bit of absent-minded play there from Slippery Rock. Molesky is going to get them started again. Getting their shape together. We're going to come back here. Player seems to be down. Or another conversation with the assistant referee on its way.
Right here, green. Yeah. After the rough coming through. A black 25 on the ground. Small kick.
Yeah.
Was not high force.
Yeah.
It's clear and deliberate.
Recommendation?
Penalty and yellow card against 1 green.
Penalty and yellow card against 1 green for the kick. Do we need to go to Miles or are we happy?
Check with Miles.
Do you want to or do you happy?
I'm happy with what I saw.
I'm happy. Miles, we don't need you or anything, mate. We can do this.
Actually, from 1 green.
You good, Miles? Sorry, mate. Yeah, I know, mate.
They're looking at a kick here, John. A kick on the floor on Learkeys, just as they were clearing out. Was it number 1, Brian
I think
Crawford?
it was on Crawford here.
If you're
Yeah,
happy,
just
I'm
at the
happy.
bottom left of the screen.
Okay. Captain at number 1.
I think it's Crawford they're going to card here.
By you, of the player on the ground. You've given him a little kick. You go for 10 minutes.
It's just out of our shot there, I think.
Where's my pen mark?
Yeah, just to the bottom left of the screen.
Here?
Like nearly just tripping over him.
Right, we go.
So it all came from the counter up. Yeah,
Well,
just
thank you. That's what we need to be looking for.
just here. We're looking at number 1, right in the middle of the screen. You can see he drives through there. Yeah, unfortunately, the shot just out of shot there. But the referee, the assistant referee, he was pretty clear with what he saw. Looks like there was a penalty and potentially a yellow card.
Going to be a line out here for the Barons. They are up by 2 points. 8 minutes into the second half. Looking for more. You can see the wind picking up again. The flag of the assistant referee there showing that it's at their back. They go short. Dragged in a touch. Franciscan Barons giving a bit of size to this Slippery Rock team.
Just sense the rest of this second half, John, with the wind. It looks like it's increased even more. And remember, both teams are essentially in their fourth half of rugby, if you take into consideration Friday. So fatigue is going to be a significant impact here. And just Slippery Rock desperately trying to get out their own half. You just feel that the play is going to be in and around this third for a while.
Ball up, goes to the outside hand because of the wind. So it's going to be a scrum or a line out. Probably be a scrum here for the Barons. Remember, after this game, we have the Division II championship matchup between the University of Vermont, the Catamount, and the University of Chicago. Both teams have made it to the National Collegiate Rugby D2 Finals. The D3 Finals at Cohen Cup on right now with the Franciscan Barons. Get the scrum, looking to extend their lead.
Are all 3 of you happy to play front row? Great.
So this is a really good scrum strike position here from Franciscan. Lex Lang, he has been drifting across the field, trying to bring in his centre partnerships on these running lines. I wonder if they go with the dummy switch option again, or is Lex Lang, is he going to put his foot down and have a go and get that try like he did at the end of the first half, John?
You never had your head in
there. Penalty against Slippery Rock. Referee said he never had his head into the prop, so they're going to go quick. Molesky he's going to get the Learkeys. Players weren't 10 there. They back up, and he's going to take full advantage of that momentum. Looking down that left-hand side. They're inside the 5-meter line. Truzeliak nearly ripped that away. Didn't get a hold of it.
Tackle there, play on. Take a step. Good. I'm happy. Hands on the ground. Play on. Ball's gone backwards. Play on.
Ball went backwards according to the referee, so the Barons still have it. There it is with Schmiesing. Looks right, goes left. Held up, doesn't make it. Another opportunity there. Players over the line. Are they held up? It is a try for the Barons. Great work there. Player pretty excited with his try. Franciscan University of Steubenville puts another 5 points on the board.
I thought in that play there for Slippery Rock, Cameron Kruzeliak. I thought he was a bit unfortunate. It looked for me that he was all over the ball, but fair play to Franciscan. They forwards particularly, look at those big boys. They got to work and they were really pounding at that line. Just look here as the ball becomes available. There's a lot of bodies in there. There's good latching. The referee had to get down deep onto his knees to see, was it down? He saw a clear picture, and that's where the try was given as we look at the end on number 8. Schmeezing, he's been involved in a lot, and the referee was in the best position to give that try. Big moment from Franciscan there.
So he goes to Dominic Recall there. Good try for the number 7. He's worked hard in both games here. A sophomore from Strongville, Tennessee. Get a look at the try score there. Just under 15 minutes into this second half. Kick was no good, so we're at 19-12. Franciscan over Slippery Rock. A little confusion there. The coach killer, Molesky, turns and lets Lang know. I called for that ball.
Molesky, he will not. Yeah, sorry, John. He won't let that one go. You can see here he called for it. Usually it's the person behind that has all rights to the ball because they see it as Molesky turns around. He's given his teammate a bit of a lesson there, but that just shows you the competitiveness of this young man. He's a fantastic player. He's controlling it really well. And as you said, that is a bit of a coach killer. You've just scored some points and you have just gifted the opposition, Slippery Rock, an opportunity to get back in. Center field scrum. You can see that Franciscan have got 3 players to the left of the screen as if we're looking at it now. So that means there is space on the right of the screen. Let's see which way they attack.
I would expect Kruzeliak to come off the back here if he can. You can see his hands down, grabbing that ball quickly. Off he goes. He hands off the first. Kruzeliak can make some ground and get some bodies out of his way as he does right there. Ball live. Uppershaw has to come in and clear that ruck so the ball gets distributed. They lost one a bit earlier there. This is where Slippery Rock is so dangerous and methodical. We have a penalty.
His low force, he just flipped him.
Slippery Rock, Uppershaw. They have the penalty given quickly. Going to come out here to Elick. Headed towards the line. Back in a position that they obviously enjoy. Inside this 5-meter, ball up there to Blau. Crawford is in the sin bin, so they're down 1 forward here. They're going to keep this tight. There goes the big man, Kruzeliak. Can't make it through that one. Straight up the middle goes Blau. Blau held up a little high there. Needs to get that ball back and does. Big moves here, looking for the space. One of the things here, Craig, is not going too high. Some of these players get off the back of that ruck, coming high, and that's where you can get held up. Kruzeliak can't make that one. Ball goes a little wider. Aiden O'Shea looking for the line. Aiden O'Shea wrestling with 2 or 3 defenders. Closer they come. In they go. They're at the line. Are they over? Referee is going to call that one held up. It's going to be another kick here for the Barons from the try line.
Ooh, what a big moment that is, John. It just looked like Barnes, number 12, was going to get over the line, and it just looked like he got held up, and there was no complaints from Slippery Rock, so it looks like a very clear decision. Just as the time's off, it looks like maybe just sorting out a cleat there, but oh, what a big opportunity, John. Just as you thought Slippery Rock were going to get themselves over the line like they have done twice already. There's O'Shea. He's punching away at that line. Just as that ball comes available, I think it's the next play after this one. See number 12, Barnes, is getting his hands on the ball. Ooh, that is tight. Oh, and the hand under it. That is fantastic play. And what's that, number 7, Gricol? Oh, have we seen a flag, John?
But there's a coach's challenge here. Unique to the NCR championships. There's a challenge. TMO will review this.
Cheers, mate.
There's the ball.
You got to bring some drama to it, boys.
Just as we look back at this, I think Greco, who you can see his white boots, he's getting his hands under that ball now. What camera angle we have here. I don't think there's enough to overturn it. Greco is under the ball, so not only has he scored that try, he's just denied a try for sure there, just as we're going to work through all the different camera angles. It's Greco, you can just see right in the middle of the screen there. He is getting his hands under the ball. The referee was in good position as well. There's a lot to... I can't see how you can overturn this, John.
Yeah, and the camera angle so far, there's just so many bodies in the way. It would make it a bit different.
Yeah, I think the end on is the best angle you're going to get.
Because it nearly looked like it there, right? It looks like it.
Yep.
Is it hitting the ground?
No, it's still in the air.
Under there.
There's arms under that, John. Greco's one of them. For there, it's still in the air. You can see that hands are getting under it. And remember, the referee has already made a decision. So it's going to have to be overturned. So it needs to be significant evidence. Yeah, I think Greco has done enough to get his hand under it.
Cool. No try, goal line dropout.
So it's a goal line dropout. The Slippery Rock team loses the challenge. So they're down 7.
Time is on.
Will receive this goal line dropout.
How good is that for drama, John?
Oh, good stuff right there. Long kick. This one goes to the 50. Molesky in the first half to go against the Winds. Ball coming to Oppershaw. We have that coach's challenge, not the first challenge that we've had, but unique to NCR Next Level Rugby, allowing the coaches to challenge that. Breakaway here. Here comes Slippery Rock. Harbison at the line. Harbison over the line. Harbison touches down. 5 points at Slippery Rock. Takes that ball after losing the coach's challenge and puts in a try. Harbison doing all the work, the sophomore from West Allegheny High School.
And if we bring our mind back to Friday, Harbison did a very similar play. Just this kind of gentle, mazy running, and then he turns it into overdrive. Just look how he's got that ball in his left hand so he can fend. That is a fantastic fend that we saw there. And he had that ball in his left arm. Sometimes you'll hear, you've got to hold the ball in 2 hands. Not in this occasion because he's got the fend. Just watch this final fend here. This is significant. Bang! Bateman, get off the bus, and then he gets over and gets a try. What a comeback that is. And we saw that on Friday. Now he's doing it in the championship game. That is a brilliant individual effort there from Alec Harbison.
I made it 50 pass.
Kick is no good, so there's still 2 points in it here. See Brian Crawford.
Yeah, let's go. Take work. Also, we have a proper game in our hands here, boys.
And let's not forget, John.
We'll be returning soon.
Sorry, John. Sorry to interrupt there, but just remember, Slippery Rock have scored 2 tries each time they've had someone in the sin bin. So that tells you a lot about the character of this team.
Yeah, we've got a big game. You've got 20 minutes left of your season. You keep me disciplined. Thank you. Let's play.
Referee Cooper letting the first-year player Brian Crawford know he needs to keep his discipline.
Let's go. Your time's on. Play.
Molesky hangs one up in this swirling Houston breeze.
Played down off green, played on the ground by Black. You were on the ground
already. Penalty against the Barons, playing it on the ground. Uppershaw has ball in hand, gets it to Neathing.
That'd be interesting to look back at that one.
Against the win, will be sure to kick this one. Oof. Doesn't get too much distance.
It doesn't. Yeah, interesting there from that knock on. It sounded like the ball went straight down just as we look at the kickoff. So the ball went straight down. So that ball is live. Looks like he gets it back into his possession. I'm not too sure what that call was there, John.
Neither was eyes. Ball goes out. Neathing. Now they move it wide, looking to get it into these spaces. Schmeezing out on the wing defensively makes that tackle. Aiden O'Shea in the distributor role. It's in a bit of a loopy one into the wind, but they get the ball back. Upper Shaw. Ball comes back in from Abdel Latif. In behind they go this time. Do they have the runners out wide? They're going to go straight upfield. This is Harrington. Harrington makes some ground. They're going to come around to this left-hand side. Driving through there is Aiden O'Shea. Learkey's Paul holding him up, but wriggles away. He does. He's at the 50-meter line. Ball is up in the air.
We haven't got his knee down. We
have a maul. Slippery Rock going to have to produce this ball. It looks like they will not. Going to be a scrum to Franciscan. Held that one up. Good job.
Yeah, good technique from the tacklers there. This time it was all about holding the ball up. And you can just see, trying to get under the ball, see how that left arm there is holding that ball up, and then the big man come in just as you thought O'Shea was going to get away for a second time. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 players on, and then Learkey's adds his body weight. You're not going to move that. Great technique defensively. As soon as that maul is stopped, it's going to be a scrum down to the defending team. So now it's Franciscan back into attack.
2 points in it. Cohen Cup on offer. Ball goes to Schmeezing in the back. This is the team up by 2, has the ball in hand. Look for a little offload, but not going with it. Stable set there. Ball back in the hands. Slippery Rock not shooting up in defense too much here. They do this time. Lang scored a great try at the end of the first half. Jacob Learkeys.
Tackle release, great release.
Molesky.
Release, great, didn't get. Take a step, good. Everyone's on.
Little chip over the top there using the wind. It goes back, well taken by Gensel. With the wind, he hasn't had a ton of work to do today, being held up in the air right now.
Just want to have a look at that player. Time's off. Could you have a short head?
Looks like Tanner Harris might, at number 13, might have got himself in a poor body position. Just listen in.
You want a penalty? Penalty against Black? I recommend we review that one. Okay, let's, Miles, can we review that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's head contact.
Yeah, but I think it's fair to say there's no intent in that, but it's clear head contact, excuse me, John, from Tanner Harris there, number 13. As you can see, that is a dangerous play, and more often than not, it's all about protecting the tackler as it is the tacklee. Again, no intent in that, but Tanner Harris did get himself in a poor body position, head-on-head contact.
I know this game's taking a while, mate. Let's get it right there, yeah?
So they're going to go over to the TMO to see what the decision is going to be.
13.
Miles McIver to come in as a TMO here.
Yes. Do we have any mitigation with the change of direction in the last minute? My mitigation is that the tackle there moves the player towards him, not giving him time to drop.
Agree.
So I'm at a yellow card for Black 13.
I concur.
Yeah. 13! Are we good? Yes? Let's do it. 13! And captain! I appreciate you've come off worse, but you've come into the tackle area upright and we've got head contact. If directed with fourth, the change of direction mitigates it, leave the field. Cheers, mate.
Tanner Harris of Fort Payne, Alabama, native, studying theology at Franciscan University from Fort Payne High School. He's going to spend 10 minutes to bin for that head contact there. Craig, as referee Cooper said, not terribly intentional there, but nonetheless, head-to-head contact going to result in 10 minutes to the bin. First player in the bin for the Barons. Let's see what Slippery Rock can do with the one-player advantage.
And it's all about, these laws are in place to protect all players, not just the person being tackled there. And as the referee clearly said, Tanner Harris, he did come off worse there, but it was head-on-head contact. There was mitigation. Yellow card is the right decision.
Drive back there. Big work from Franciscan. Player down. They forced a penalty at scrum time.
That is a statement. Not only turning the ball over, but also it's going to kill the clock, and then critically it's going to get good field position. Just look at that camera angle. all 8 players from Franciscan are pushing together. They're connected. Slippery rock. It was like they were on a slippery rock. They were going backwards there, John. That has given Franciscan some significant territory where they can launch from. Look at the camera angle from the other side. The grip has gone. The scrum's collapsed. Great stuff from Franciscan. There's the penalty.
Ball in, reached over. It was contested. It seemed to be knocked down by Green, according to the referee. We're going to come back.
Felt there was a bit of a knock-on potentially from Franciscan in the line out there initially, John.
I thought there was as well. We'll take a look.
Yeah, just as we look back here. First of all, it's not straight, especially with someone competing. So I think Slippery Rock have been a little bit hard done by there. The ball then clearly goes forward. And then there's the Slippery Rock knock-on. So I think, unfortunate. Was there a knock-on initially there from? No, I don't think so. Maybe that was from Slippery Rock. A lot going on.
Slippery Rock player up near where that ball happened. Where the ball was initially targeted, there was a Slippery Rock hand, but it didn't seem to hit the ball. As they come across, Lang looking to score his second, but closes up the hole. Lierke's attracting a swarm of defenders there from the rock. Schmiesing. At the 5-meter line, ball comes down, nearly ripped away by Slippery Rock in the action, but it's going to come back into the hands of Schaefer. Lierke's step to the side, driving forward. Little nudge on there from the Barons. Again, working towards that line. That was Sam King. Looking at the line here, referee right on the spot. You can see the ball being worked back. Little dive, try awarded. Schmiesing has another. Schmiesing scores to try, 5 points on the board. Abraham Schmiesing from Gregory the Great Academy, marketing management major, touches down that try.
Abraham Schmiesing, he has had a fantastic game. Looks like he's getting his second try there. He just knows where that try line is, and he just uses his athleticism, his rugby IQ to reach out and get that try. Oof, and they needed that. So as we're looking back at this play, the forwards, they are trying to punch it in. There's number 8, Schmiesing. He's at the back of it. He's having to look where the try line is, and then he just dives over that line, outstretched, very similar to how he scored his try in the first half, and he gets the 5 points for his team. Can they add the 2 extras?
24-17, this one drives off the post and in. Bateman gets that one over, so another 2 points, 26-17, 12 minutes to go, just under in this Cohen Cup game. In the 3rd and 4th place game in Division 3, Holy Cross beat Mexico Tech 29-7. So Holy Cross beat number 3 in the nation. Mexico Tech, the Miners, number 4. Right now, we're looking to see who is number 1 and takes the Cohen Cup home. High kick by Slippery Rock, but that wind, you can see, didn't mean to kick it backwards, so it's going to be a free kick, an option here at halfway for the Franciscan University Barons. Looks like they're choosing a scrum.
Yeah, good decision. There's a scrum here. What we've got, 69:20 on the clock. Just as we look up, you have to kick it much longer than that because it eventually goes behind him. That just shows you how strong the wind is we have here. But as a scrum, by the time this ball is back in play, we're going to be up probably in and around that 70-minute mark. So that's why the scrum's a great decision here. Just really take the sting out of the game and just apply pressure. Ooh.
Another penalty is against Blau. Blau complaining that he's being driven against illegally. Long kick from Oleski. He's had quite a game and quite a 2 games directing traffic there. Great player for this Franciscan Barons team.
There's actually a knock on, so they could take the scrum option. Yeah, but
Just as there might be a scrum or a line out here. If there's a scrum, I know what. If there's an option, I know what I would take, John.
I think I would do the same, but I think that's the decision they've made, Craig. Believe that would be that.
Absolutely. Just as we're entering the last 10 minutes, John, who do you think has been stepping up for MVP in this game?
If this goes Franciscan way, you have Schmiesing who's playing really well. Joe Molesky for me, I can't, we haven't listened as a first-year player. He just is captain, running the show, so smart, just impressive. They have good players across the board. I mean, big Jacob Learkeys, too, has bumped a bunch of holes and things. So those are kind of my 3.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I think Learkeys has been brilliant. Big man, putting in a lot of effort. Remember, this is the second game of rugby within 3 days. Schmiesing has really added a lot of impact in this second half. Yeah, I would definitely keep it in the forwards for this one. They've really dug deep, as you said. Molesky, he has been controlling it. Maybe a quieter game with ball in hand or in terms of the skills, but no less quiet with his organizational skills. But Learkeys and Schmiesing, they've been good.
Slippery Rock still has 8.5 minutes to change this as they go wide with a pass. They have some breakaway players, a good sevens program. Right there is Zach Harrington. He takes it into contact, just dragged down. Slow stop here.
Can we get the medic, please?
Looks like Harrington.
Yeah, you made a hold. You made a noise. We've not got any foul play, but you made a noise. So let's look at it, and then we'll come to your scrum.
Gonna be a scrum for Slippery Rock. Looks like Harrington took a bit of a hit there, Craig.
Yeah, big carry. He has been carrying hard this game, trying to inject some momentum, particularly in that midfield from 15. And just as he carried there, he looks like he was in a bit of discomfort. It was right in and around the play. The referee was quick on it. You can see these big, hard lines, and he's hitting it. It's a really good carry. And just as you think he was trying to make the line break, it looks like he just fell a little bit awkwardly there. Maybe looking at the knee or ankle, just as his leg drive in there. It just falls a little bit awkward. Absolutely no foul play in that whatsoever. Good decision from the referee, just to make sure that all players are okay. There's going to be a scrum to Slippery Rock, but the last 2 scrums have not went well for him, John, particularly in this area in the field. Franciscan are going to be licking their lips ready to engage in this scrum.
Okay, you heard that description as well, right? Yeah. Are we good to go?
Don't very rarely hear it called, we're going to stop the game because you made a noise. But the players seem to be injured there, so he's back up, Harrington. Able to
Green in possession. Green
walk
scrum.
away on that. So it's going to be a green scrum, as you said, Craig. It's going to be a Slippery Rock scrum, but Franciscan has had the better of these exchanges.
And with a 9-point lead, John, this is exactly where Franciscan want to be. Even if they have the ball or they don't have the ball, territory is absolutely crucial now. Just keep turning Slippery Rock back because they now have to start rolling the dice. And the Franciscan defense has been tough, but you can see 17 points on the board. Slippery Rock, they can score.
They look one way, they go the other. A little deception there. Zeliak has it, but it gets pushed forward by him, so it's going to be a scrum for the Franciscan Barons as there's 7.5 minutes to go. They're very pleased, taking time off the clock here.
Just as we look back, a bit of deception. You can see number 9 as he's coming around. It looks like he's got the ball, then it's Kuzliak is that number 8, but it's tough to do these deceptive plays when your scrum is going backwards, and that's what pressure Franciscan put on. So although there was lovely deception, good movement, you need to be doing that on a scrum that is going forward. Franciscan, they are going to be happy at this. They're going to apply some more pressure and just stay in the half for a little bit longer.
Franciscan with one eye on the Cohen Cup, coming across field. Lang bumps right into a defender right there. Super powerful into Gage Barnes. Haven't seen a ton of Barnes today. Ripped away by Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock, Aiden O'Shea has had a couple of great games for this Slippery Rock team. Penalty against Slippery Rock. Molesky gets the ball, and it slows down, immediately pointing at the post there. 3 more points might just seal this deal.
And often good defensive play doesn't get you the MVP awards, but that man, number 4, Sam King, I have just been so impressed with him. He gets that initial tackle down, that leads to the next play, and that's where the turnover comes. So just to throw it in there, number 4, Sam King from Franciscan, I think he's been good for it as well. He's just at the top of the screen in the scrum hat, flowing hair. You can see he's put a shift in for his team. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, John, because I love good defenders.
Contact coach sees things some people don't. People doing the hard work around the breakdown. This is Bateman, the sophomore from Gregory the Great Academy, Waymart, Indiana. Waymart, New Jersey. Sorry, don't mean to offend New Jersey. He hits that 3-point. Huge there for the Franciscan University of Steubenville Barons. Just over 5 minutes to go. Cohen Cup on the line.
Yeah, that just makes life a little bit more comfortable. Oh, once again, it is just falling apart from Slippery Rock. And remember, this whole field position for that initial score came from not exiting from the restart. They do exactly the same again, and you just feel now with the scrum pressure that's coming on, with the good kicking game and running game that the Franciscan team has, they're going to lap this time up. They're probably going to not be in a hurry. The clock's going to tick towards 76 minutes. This is just very good tactical play now from Franciscan.
Referee Cooper. Ball kicked into one of the players there. That's Gage Barnes. One of the feet, the referee says play on. Little show to the outside, or the inside from Bateman. Back on from the bin there is Tanner Harris. 4.5 minutes. Jacob Learkeys. Penalty against Belize there. Referee said tackle made. Player ripped the ball out, so too late for that. Turns into a penalty. See Molesky there telling players, his team, just to slow down.
Learkeys there, just as important in the 76th minute as he was in the first minute. It was a carry, and it was into the brick wall, but he had the IQ to get his knee down. Clear communication from a referee saying the tackle has been made, you've got to release. Slippery Rock just hung in there just a little bit too long, and that's where the penalty was given. Learkeys, he has had a top game in this Division 3 final for the Cohen Cup.
Get in the lineup, please, chaps.
Franciscan sidelines pretty excited. Ball nearly backed by Slippery Rock, but taken down by the Barons. Little pick and go. Molesky was looking to burn some time. That was knocked on in the action. So to be a scrum here just outside their 22 to Slippery Rock University. Their players queuing up to take the scrum quickly.
Yeah, just got a bit of a lazy position there just as the counter-up came. Just trying to figure out where that knock-on is. Either way, I don't think Franciscan are going to be particularly upset about this decision. It's another scrum. It's another 40 seconds out of the play. And Slippery Rock are deep in their own half with 2.5 minutes to go.
Penalty against Franciscan.
It's dangerous. I'll talk to you about it.
Upper Shaw gets his team moving. Abdel Latif has had some great runs today and in the semifinal. Upper Shaw back again, looking for some space. Little offload there to Gage Barnes. That one slips off the hands. It's in Barron's hands. Franciscan Barons. Molesky gets it back. Looks for a little chip through, gets knocked down, comes back to him. Referee says nothing happened. We'll come back to the scrum. So with under 2 minutes to go, minute 45, it is going to be a scrum here for Franciscan.
And what do we think, John? 90 seconds to go. Do Franciscan have another little strike play? This is the time where you can really give it a go, have some fun. it's going to be pretty much impossible now from Slippery Rock to get back. So imagine if we get a good, strong scrum, I can see Lex Lang, number 10, trying to pull out something just to entertain the crowd and finish this final with a flourish.
First-year player Lex Lang may get this ball. A little squeeze here from Slippery Rock. Comes out from Molesky to Lang. Let's see what they try to do. He's got pressure on him, so he steps back in. And he is tackled and tackled high, so a late penalty here. Referee's going to let them go. He said Greek call was looking for the 10 meters, but he ran into the player, called his referee. So here we are, 50 seconds on the game clock. Can they put more points on the board? Little delayed pass there. It's in the hands of Bateman. Bateman works that one back, so it is still ball there. Schmiesing gets it. Treese clears that one. Here's your next pick and go. 30 seconds on the game clock. Penalty advantage against Kruzeliak. Pick there from the Barons. We're going to come back.
For your penalty advantage. Time is off.
Time is off according to the referee.
And then comes the penalty advantage. We had the penalty over there. We played through that. We're now here. Yeah, that's correct.
Schmiesing a little slow to get up here. Let's hope he is okay. Referee's saying there's another penalty, so this will wind up in a penalty about 15 seconds to go that we have in the game clock.
Be interested to see if they take as we look back on this, initial double tackle. Slippery Rock are not going down quietly. Just as Schmiesing, he's going through. He's got the big man on him right now at number 8. That was Kruzeliak. Just as we go through here, offside penalty. What do you think here, John? Scrum, kill the clock, or a tap and go?
We'll see where they go. Could be a tap and go. I think they want the points. They're having fun at this point.
Agreed. So I was playing the advantage from the 8, didn't get behind the back foot, making the tackle. But when we've got this, let's just play through it, and then we'll come to it. Yeah, we'll finish the game in a minute. Yeah, cheers.
How great is it having the insight from the referees just to see what they're talking about? The ref mic bringing us everything, keeping us up to date from NCR, from Next Level Rugby. Oh, I love listening in, John. You learn so much.
It certainly is. Remember, after this, we have...
Are we okay, guys? Yeah? Take your time.
Division 2 championship coming up after the Cohen Cup. It's going to be Vermont versus University of Chicago. Next Level Rugby bringing you all that action on NCR.TV. Great weekend of rugby here. National Collegiate Rugby's Collegiate Rugby Championship 15s all weekend in Houston. Division 1 St. Bonaventure. Division 2 Tennessee. Or Division 1 AA Tennessee, pardon me. Division 2 coming up next. It looks like the Franciscan University Barons will be your Cohen Cup Division 3 winners.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we saw that. Justin and I both saw that real time. Thank you. We've got 40 seconds left. I think we take him off, right?
Referee advocating for the player to go off for the final 40 seconds.
There's 40 seconds left and they're more than 7 up, I think. Are you comfortable with... Sorry?
Well, the ref's decision.
Hold, I want to talk to the medic. Are you happy with him staying? Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Sorry, we always rely on this guy. Are you happy with him staying on the field? Okay, that's cool. Apologies, I'm used to working with our friend. All right. Buy your beer later, all right. Time is on. It's a penalty for offside here. Time is on.
Ball's in Molesky's hands. They've had time to get their play set up. They work their way towards the touchline.
Take a step. I'm happy where they are.
Ball still there. Schmiesing up off the ground, and he is in the action again. Rooney.
Play on. I'm not getting your way enough. I think you made that tackle.
Molesky. Ball out the back. They have some trickery in there. Nearly picked off by a Slippery Rock player. Slippery Rock ball in hands. We should be just about at time here. Slippery Rock will need to keep this ball alive. Lang came in to make that tackle. Advantage is over. Referee is saying play on here. Outside the 22, last chance dance here for the Slippery Rock University players. There's the freshman Brian Koroff. Has had a great game. Bar at 10 minutes in the bin. Held up. to the ground now. Slippery Rock. Little hold there. It was Molesky on the wing. Tackle comes in. Get another penalty.
Late tackle, the penalty here.
Franciscan were just trying to end it there, John. Maybe just pushed it a little bit hard, but we go again for one more play.
Slippery Rock wants more points on the board before they go. Oppershaw moves it. Fazio takes it to the ground.
He's everywhere, number 4.
Referee may penalize again here. Ball comes back up to Slippery Rock. We're going to play on. Just trying to find a bit of magic here are the Rock. Harrington slips through.
Hands away now, Blake. You were part of the tackle.
Oppershaw. Meyer just outside their 22 are Slippery Rock. 2 minutes into extra time right now.
Another double tackle. I love this man. He is such a great player, John.
I'm happy with that. Happy with that. You got that.
Look,
Ball
he got
comes
the
back to
turnover.
Schmeezing gets the turnover. Do they have it? Big tackle there from Slippery Rock. Molesky has the ball. He's going to get this one into touch. Referee whistles us for the end, and the Cohen Cup, named after Steve Cohen, the founder of NCR, is going to go to the Franciscan University of Steubenville Barons. Craig, what a game, what a showing from this team.
Oh, just look at these scenes. This is what it's all about. Franciscan were equally as dominant in defense as they were in attack, and they are rightful winners of the Division III Championship, and they get to lift the Cohen Cup.
Come on! Hey, boys! We're the best in the nation!
That play right there, Molesky deserves to be pleased, Craig. What a game or two he has had.
Yeah, well deserved, John. I love just watching these scenes.
Well played, mate. Really well played, yeah? Good one, good man. You know, he could have taken the full minute.
I'm here with Jacob Larkeys. You guys had an unbelievable performance. You know what they say, defense wins championships. You guys came out there today absolutely brutal. What was the mindset?
It was just, this is it. You can die today, and that's it. There's no more season. So just lay it all out there. It's better to die right here than to not give it everything you have.
You guys are officially D3 champions. What sets this team apart?
I think it's like my brother told Goff yesterday. It's just like the way we mesh together. You can teach skill, but you can't teach teamwork. Really.
Awesome, man. Congratulations. Because of your outstanding performance, you are the 2025 Division III National Championship MVP. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Franciscan Barons are officially the 2025 Division III National Champions. Stay tuned. More coming up next.
Franciscan Barons, your Cohen Cup champions, well-deserved. Lierke's your MVP, well-deserved. We're going to step aside. The Division II championship is going to be up in just a couple of minutes.